Imagine walking through a forest and suddenly realizing that what you thought was a twig is actually a living stick insect. Or watching a flatfish that appears to be part of the sandy seabed until it suddenly moves to hunt prey. This is the incredible power of camouflage, one of nature's most amazing survival strategies. Camouflage, also known as cryptic coloration, is the ability of animals to hide or disguise their appearance to avoid detection by predators or prey. Unlike mimicry, which imitates other species, camouflage is the art of blending with the surrounding environment or even disguising as inanimate objects. This strategy has evolved over millions of years and is found in almost every habitat on Earth, from tropical forests to deserts, from ocean depths to snowy mountain peaks. Today, we'll explore the various types of amazing camouflage and reveal how animals use their invisible cloaks to survive in the wild. The most common and easily understood type of camouflage is background matching. In this strategy, animals develop colors and patterns that visually resemble the environment where they live. A famous classic example is the peppered moth biston betullaria. This species has two forms, typica with light-colored wings and carbonaria with a dark melanic form. Research shows that typica has a selective advantage in unpolluted woodland areas where lichen-covered trees are common and provide effective substrates for concealment, while carbonaria excels in polluted areas where lichen is replaced with soot particles. This strategy is also seen in owls whose colors resemble tree bark, or desert mice that are sand-colored. Disruptive coloration is a form of camouflage that seems counterintuitive. Instead of hiding, this strategy uses high-contrast patterns like stripes and spots to break up the body outline of animals. The paradox is that to remain unseen, animals actually use very conspicuous patterns. The working principle of disruptive coloration is creating false edges that disrupt predators' perception of prey's true shape. When predators look at zebras, for example, the contrasting black-white stripes make it difficult for eyes to determine where the zebra's body begins and ends. Research shows that disruptive patterns work best when all their components match the background. Another amazing example is the cuttlefish that can change its skin patterns in real time. They have special cells called chromatophores containing colorful pigment sacs. By contracting or relaxing muscles around these cells, cuttlefish can create complex disruptive patterns within seconds. They also have leucophores that create bright white areas as part of various camouflage patterns and communication signals. Countershading is a very common type of camouflage in aquatic animals, where the upper body is dark-colored and the lower body is light-colored. This strategy, also known as Thayer's law, is found in various species of mammals, reptiles, birds, fish, and insects. Sharks are perfect examples of countershading. Great white sharks have white ventral areas and grey dorsal areas. The dark pigmentation blends with the sea when viewed from above, while from below it shows minimal silhouette against sunlight. Research shows that countershading enhances camouflage by reducing prey contrast. Three-dimensional body shape is problematic for camouflage because overhead lighting produces a luminance gradient across the body surface. Countershading is thought to counteract this luminance gradient and enhance concealment. Interestingly, countershading strength varies depending on habitat. Animals in brighter habitats show stronger countershading. The most amazing form of camouflage is the ability to change color dynamically and in real time. Certain animals have biological systems that allow them to adjust their appearance to the environment within seconds or minutes. Chameleons are the most famous example of dynamic color change. Recent research shows that chameleons primarily change color by actively adjusting the spacing between nanocrystals in their iridophore cells. These cells contain organized arrays of transparent nano-sized crystals that reflect specific wavelengths of light. By changing crystal spacing, chameleons can change the reflected color. Cephalopods like cuttlefish and octopuses take dynamic camouflage to a different level. Cuttlefish can assess their surroundings and match the color, contrast, and texture of substrates even in very low light conditions. They can also change the texture of their skin in organs called papillae, muscular structures that can expand or relax to produce bumps or textures that mimic the substrate. In regions experiencing dramatic seasonal changes, particularly in Arctic and subarctic areas, many animals have developed seasonal camouflage strategies. They change their fur or feather colors according to landscape changes from brown-green in summer to snowy white in winter. Ermines or stoats display seasonal polymorphism to survive in the Arctic wilderness. During the cold winter months, they remain white except for the black tip of their tail, and their coat is much denser. In summer months, their fur starts molting, becoming shaggier and sparse, but most importantly turns brown with only their belly remaining white. However, climate change creates new challenges for these animals. Research shows that declining winter snowfall near the Arctic could have varying effects on the survival of mammal species that undergo seasonal color molting. Motion dazzle is a unique form of camouflage because it doesn't help animals hide, but rather makes them difficult to catch when moving. This strategy uses high contrast patterns that create visual illusions when animals are in motion, making predators struggle to estimate target speed and direction. Zebras are the classic example of motion dazzle. The bold black-white stripes make zebras easy to spot from afar, but when they start moving in herds, their patterns make it nearly impossible to focus on individual targets. Modeling studies suggest that when zebras move, their stripes create contradictory signals about their direction of movement that likely confuse predators. Camouflage is the result of complex evolutionary processes that have been ongoing for hundreds of millions of years. Intense natural selection pressure drove the development of various concealment strategies we see today. Animals that can camouflage themselves better have higher chances of survival and reproduction, so these traits are passed to the next generation. The biological mechanisms behind camouflage are highly diverse. At the most basic level, colors are produced by special cells called melanocytes in birds and mammals, which contain melanin pigment packages. These pigments produce black, brown, yellow, and red colors that can be combined in various patterns. Birds can also gather pigments, like carotenoids, through their diet to produce yellow colors. In animals that can change color dynamically, the mechanism involves special cells called chromatophores. Chromatophore cells are scattered on the animal's body surface, just below the skin, and contain various types of pigments like xanthophores, erythrophores, iridophores, and melanophores. Interestingly, camouflage isn't always about becoming invisible. Research on crabs shows there are trade-offs between different types of camouflage depending on habitat complexity. In simple habitats, background matching might be optimal, but in complex habitats, disruptive coloration could be more effective. This shows there's no one-size-fits-all camouflage solution. Each species must optimize their strategy based on their specific environment. Camouflage teaches us about the wonder of adaptation and the power of natural selection in shaping life on Earth. From sharks using countershading to hunt prey to chameleons that can change their skin color by adjusting nanocrystals, nature has created elegant and efficient solutions to complex survival challenges. The study of camouflage not only enriches our understanding of the natural world, but also has wide practical applications in modern technology. Metamaterial technology inspired by chameleon's ability to change color has been developed for military and communication applications. Camouflage principles are also applied in various technology fields, from developing robots that can disguise themselves to stealth technology for aircraft and ships. Humans continue learning from natural concealment strategies. Even in the digital world, camouflage concepts are applied in cybersecurity and data disguising. Most importantly, camouflage reminds us of the importance of preserving biodiversity. Every species that has developed unique camouflage strategies is the result of millions of years of evolution. When we lose these species due to climate change or human activities, we not only lose natural beauty, but also invaluable potential for innovation and scientific understanding. Studying and appreciating the complexity of camouflage is an important step in understanding and protecting the wonders of life on our planet.